K-pop fans' environmental activism comes to unclimate talks. They've staged costumed protests against fossil fuel funding that featured characters from Kpop Demon Hunters. By Anton Delgado, Associated Press, Belem, Brazil, AP. Fans of K-pop have an intensity that's turned the music into a global phenomenon. Some are determined to channel that energy into action on climate change. Their push has been on display at United Nations climate talks in the city of Belem, on the edge of the Brazilian Amazon, including costumed protests against fossil fuel funding that featured characters from Kpop Demon Hunters, currently the most watched film on Netflix, with more than 325 million views. Meanwhile, panels attended by high-ranking South Korean officials during the talks, known as COP30, strategized on how to mobilize the K-pop fanbase. It's the first time K-pop fans have been introduced on a COP stage. Not bands or artists, but fans, said Chulhong Kim, director of the Korean Cultural Center in Brazil, a branch of South Korea's Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. K-pop fans are the real protagonists behind this culture that has the power to shape social and political issues. Korean pop genre's massive fandom has rallied to support the U.S. Black Lives Matter movement, stop a deal between Hyundai and an Indonesian coal plant, and led rallies calling for the impeachment of former President Yoon Suk-yeol with a declaration of martial law last year. While attending a K-pop event at COP30, South Korea's Minister of Climate, Energy and Environment, Kim Song-hwan, told the Associated Press that his ministry will support K-pop fans and their artists so that K-pop can contribute to tackling the climate crisis. K-pop on the climate front. Banners reading "Export K-pop, not fossil fuels" filled part of the main hall at COP30 on Monday, as activists demanded South Korea cut its funding for foreign fossil fuel development. Sekwon Jong, who organized the protest with the Seoul-based advocacy group Solutions for Our Climate, alluded to a storyline from the Demon Hunters movie, with a character leading a double life, hiding a secret. South Korea must overcome its dual stance, championing coal phase-out on the global stage, while supporting fossil fuel finance behind the scenes. Jung said, "It is time for the country to stop hiding and become a genuine climate champion." When organized, the fan base is a force to be reckoned with because of its size and intense loyalty, said Ju Tag Lee, a professor at George Mason University, Korea, who studies the cultural impact of K-pop. He said fans' interest in social issues is partially due to direct actions from some bands. That includes Blackpink, which filmed video messages in support of the climate negotiations at COP26 in 2021. "Our love extends beyond artists," Lee said. "We care for each other across fandoms and borders. We are young people facing the same future, fluent in social media, keen to respond to injustice." The K-pop activism aligns with the Brazilian-Portuguese concept of mutirão, a spirit of collective effort, that the COP30 presidency is using as a rallying cry on the problem of climate change, according to Vinicius Gertler, General Coordinator for International Affairs in Brazil's Ministry of Culture. More than 80 countries have voiced support for the mutirão call, in what environmentalists have said could be the turning point of COP30. "One of the best ways for us to do this is through music and through the youth," Gertler said. "I don't think that we will create a better planet if we cannot sing, and if we cannot imagine a better world." The Associated Press climate and environmental coverage receives financial support from multiple private foundations. App is solely responsible for all content. Find app standards for working with philanthropies, a list of supporters and funded coverage areas at app.org. This story was produced as part of the 2025 Climate Change Media Partnership, a journalism fellowship organized by Internews Earth Journalism Network and the Stanley Center for Peace and Security.